You don't overspend by accident, you overspend by design. Every time you click Buy Now, there's a system working against you. And if that sounds dramatic, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll realize something uncomfortable. You've been predictable. You think you're making independent financial decisions, but in reality, some of the smartest people in the world are being paid to influence those decisions, not through force, through psychology. Major corporations hire behavioral economists, neuroscientists, habit formation experts, attention engineers. Their job is simple: increase time, increase clicks, increase conversions, increase spending, not protect your savings. And in the digital economy, your attention is currency, your impulse is revenue, your boredom is profitable. Quick question: have you ever bought something and 5 minutes later thought, why did I just do that? Pause. Exactly. That wasn't random, that was engineered. If companies removed psychological manipulation tomorrow, most people would spend less. Not because they became disciplined, but because temptation wouldn't be optimized, and optimized temptation is extremely hard to resist. There are 7 psychological weapons companies use. Once you see them, you can't unsee them. 1. Scarcity, the urgency trap. Only 2 left in stock. Sale ends in 1 hour. Limited time offer. Let me ask you something. If that timer disappeared, would you still feel the same urgency? Probably not. Scarcity activates survival wiring in your brain. Thousands of years ago, scarcity meant danger. If food was scarce, you acted immediately. If resources were limited, hesitation meant loss. Your brain hasn't evolved past that. So when you see only 3 left, your emotional brain reacts before logic can intervene. You don't want the product. You want to avoid losing access to it. And loss avoidance is stronger than gain. That's called loss aversion. Here's the part most people don't realize. Many countdown timers reset. Many limited items restock. Some companies have even been exposed running artificial urgency cycles because fake pressure converts better than no pressure. Pause. Scarcity doesn't have to be real, it just has to feel real. 2. Variable rewards, the slot machine effect. You're not just shopping, you're pulling a lever. This is the same psychological mechanism used in casinos. Variable reward schedules. You don't know what you'll get, but you might get something exciting. That unpredictability spikes dopamine higher than guaranteed rewards. Think about social media. Sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's incredible. That randomness keeps you hooked. Shopping apps use the same system. Flash deals, surprise discounts, personalized recommendations. You keep checking, not because you need something, because you might find something. And might is addictive. How many times have you opened an app with zero intention to buy and left with a purchase? That's not shopping, that's variable reward conditioning. 3. Frictionless payments, remove the pain. Paying used to hurt. You handed over physical cash, you felt the loss. Now? 1 click, Face ID, done. Impulse loves speed, wealth loves delay. That's why one-click checkout exists, not for convenience, for conversion. Pause. The longer you think, the less likely you are to buy. So companies eliminate thinking time, auto-filled cards, saved addresses, instant checkout. The faster desire becomes transaction, the less room logic has to intervene. 4. Personalization, the mirror effect. Have you noticed ads feel strangely accurate? That's not coincidence. Algorithms track what you search, what you hover over, what you pause on, what you click, what you ignore. Then they build a profile, your preferences, your habits, your emotional triggers, and they serve you tailored temptation. You're not seeing random ads, you're seeing engineered relevance, and relevance lowers resistance because it feels like discovery, not marketing. Pause. When something feels personal, it feels justified, and justified spending feels safe. 5. Social proof, the crowd signal. 12 people are viewing this item. Bestseller. Trending now. Humans trust crowds. It's a survival shortcut. If others want it, it must be valuable. But here's the problem. Popularity is often engineered too. Products are boosted. Labels are strategically applied. You're not evaluating value. You're reacting to perceived demand. Quick question. Have you ever bought something because it was trending? Not because you needed it, but because everyone else seemed to? That's social proof, and it bypasses independent thought. 6. Subscriptions, the invisible leak. Subscriptions are brilliant. Not for you, for companies. Small monthly charges feel harmless. $9.99, $14.99, $19.99. Individually insignificant, collectively powerful. Subscriptions remove decision-making. You don't choose each month. You forget. And forgotten spending becomes permanent. Invisible spending is the most profitable spending. Pause. If cancellation were automatic, how many subscriptions would disappear? Exactly. 7. Emotional timing, when you're most vulnerable. Companies don't just track what you buy, they track when you're most likely to buy. Late at night, after work, on weekends, when you're tired, when discipline is low, when dopamine is craving stimulation. They send push notifications at 9 p.m. Still thinking about this? Not randomly. Data shows people spend more when fatigued. You weren't going to buy until they reminded you. That reminder reactivates desire, and desire plus low resistance equals purchase. Overstimulation reduces resistance. When your brain is constantly hit with engineered triggers, impulse becomes default. You're not fighting one ad, you're fighting a system. Scarcity, variable rewards, frictionless checkout, personalization, social proof, subscriptions, emotional timing. That's not equal competition. That's one brain versus optimized architecture, and optimized systems usually win. Let's be honest, if companies removed these tactics tomorrow, would your spending change? Pause. That's the point. So what do? You don't outsmart the system, you slow it down. Here's your defense framework. The engineering defense system. Step 1. Delay everything. 72-hour rule for non-essential purchases. Most impulse purchases don't survive 48 hours. That's not discipline, that's biology. Impulse fades with time. Step 2. Increase friction. Remove saved cards. Turn off one-click checkout. Unsubscribe from promo emails. The easier it is to spend, the harder it is to save. Add resistance. Resistance creates space. Space creates clarity. Step 3. Audit subscriptions every 3 months. Cancel everything. Add back only what you genuinely use. If you forget about it during cancellation, you didn't need it. Step 4. No purchases after 9 p.m. Your brain is not rational at night. Late-night decisions are emotion-driven. Protect your tired brain from permanent decisions. Step 5. Replace stimulation. If you're bored, stressed, or tired, do something that produces slow dopamine. Reading, walking, learning, planning. Fast dopamine builds dependency. Slow dopamine builds stability. Here's the bigger truth. Companies are not evil. They are efficient. They optimize for revenue. You must optimize for awareness, because awareness interrupts engineering, and interruption restores control. Imagine reducing impulse spending by just $20 per day. That's $600 per month, $7,200 per year. Invested consistently? Life-changing over time. And that doesn't require extreme discipline, just awareness plus systems. Spending systems are getting smarter every year. Algorithms improve, personalization deepens, but your awareness can grow too. And awareness is the one thing companies cannot monetize without your permission. The next time you see, only 2 left, pause. Is this real scarcity or engineered urgency? The next time you feel excitement while scrolling, ask, am I shopping or am I being stimulated? That pause creates power, and power protects money. And if you think this is intense, wait until you see how credit systems are designed to keep you spending beyond your income. That one changes everything. Prime Clear Hub. Wealth and wisdom simplified. Control your brain, control your money.